Hey yo, what's going on, guys? It's your boy Tez back at you with another Eden Zero breakdown, discussion, review, whatever you want to call this, as always, for chapter 139. But let me stop you right there. If you haven't already, subscribe to the page. I appreciate your support. I thank you for all the people watching the older videos. Someday when you make it to this video, I thank you so much. Like the video, comment on anything that you may see or have seen or read in this chapter. Also, if you haven't read this chapter, forewarning, spoilers, so don't watch this, and let's get right into it. So amongst the Racer's fleet, we basically see him on a call with Jaguar and Justice, and he's basically readying to go fight Shura. Like, you know, you guys are slow, I'm here to do some damage. I'm not here to take out the entire empire. I just want to fight him and take care of business. Eraser is confident by the time that Jaguar and Justice actually make it or arrive on the scene, he would have already done away with Shura and the rest of their fleet. Now, Shura has ordered his troops to shoot down the enemy, basically knock them out of the sky. Like, what's the point of having them there? Why are they still here? But then we find out that Eraser is also doing this to destroy the All Link. See, I just thought he was there to take my mans on. I didn't know he was coming here to also get rid of the All Link. So as you guys know, the All Link is very important. It's exactly how Shura plans on killing and getting rid of all the robots, and how Ziggy plans on using it to take over all the machines and make them his slaves or to rebel against the humans. Kind of, if you've ever seen Futurama, like there's this one particular planet where they just don't like humans, and Bender always says this to, like, you know, destroy all humans or get rid of all humans. It always just makes me think of that. This arc just kind of reminds me of that type of situation. So Shura looking on at the battle from his command center, kind of laughing and wondering how many deaths are taking place right outside his window. Like, man, how many people are dying? Like, you couldn't think he'd get any more dislikable. He just keeps finding a way to make me hate him and loathe him all that much more. Like, I've never had a non-fictional or fictional character I could not stand. And I've seen a lot of shows where there've been some people who, from a whole societal look, from a whole character support and, you know, franchise basis look of the things, you can't stand this person. I cannot stand this man. I thought I disliked Draken. No, I have a distaste for Draken, but my seething rage for Shura overpowers anything I thought I felt for Draken. So just when you think Shura, like I said, you just didn't think he could get any worse. One of the soldiers, or it looks like one of the guards of the command, basically tries to tell his secretary, like, you know, hey, this is just for the fleet. This is for the generals and you know, the captain, Shura. Maybe you should, boom, be elsewhere. And then that's when Shura's like, no, it's cool. She's my secretary. Don't worry about it. But he's like, I thought she was your, you know, your consort, like your girl or something like that. And he was like, oh, so you think you're just gonna talk? But so he activates his ether gear, pulls the man up by his gravity, and he's just like, yo, spare me, don't do this. Like, my daughter's wedding is coming up. Like, you know, I don't want to, you know, I want to live. And he was like, why should I care about your daughter's wedding? Crush. He crushed this man's skull. I'm like, yo, I hate him more and more. Honestly speaking, I hate this man more and more with each chapter, and I'm looking forward to seeing him get his comeuppance, boy. Like, I know there's gonna be a bit of damage done from him to Shiki. I know he's probably gonna whoop Shiki for a little bit, and then the tables will be turned. Mark my words. Mark my words. I'm telling you, this is how it's gonna happen. But he killed this man to make an example of him to the rest of those, like, who dare question his place. And then at Shura's command, he's like, yo, man, can we bring out an even larger ship to kind of just take them away? Like, get them out of here. Like, make this, why is this even happening right now? We have the firepower. Let's get rid of this. And they were like, all right, cool. They summon this Kraken ship, which has way more firepower and actually looks like a Kraken, which I thought was funny. I thought it was just going to be the name of the ship. And it starts ripping everything in the sky apart. Like, it's boom. You just see these kind of laser beams making the deep vroom type noise that you would expect from a really massive ship with laser beams on it. But then our boy Eraser can be seen getting out of his ship and stepping into space. Now I'm like, okay, so you can breathe in space. I have so many questions. I'm wondering how this is, why this is. You look very human, but for now, I'll just leave it as it is. And then you can see him activating his ether gear and kind of getting ready to do something, but you're questioning, like, what is he going to do? Now, I assumed his name was just Eraser for the sake of it being Eraser. No, that's exactly what he does, and he is named thusly so for his name. And I was like, oh. So as he's activating his gear, you can kind of see this beam shooting from his hand and then just tracing the sky. And it's not just tracing the sky. Everything that it's hitting, being the enemy fleet, which is Shura's people, it's actually erasing these ships. The people, the ships, the damage, the guns, the dust, the debris, everything that's in the air, it is getting rid of it. Like, goodbye. Don't speak. Don't say anything. Your existence is null and void. Avita Sin. See you later. Maybe never. The universe is better without you. And I'm just like, yo, this man is nasty. And he's just standing there with this defying pose, like, I'll show you power. If you want to see power, if you want to see what something taking away or taken away looks like, let me show you. Everything that extends past my beams shall no longer exist. Type of situation. excuse the voice change. I felt it was necessary. But then after all that, we get back to seeing Goodwin and the Eden's crew pretty much kind of like, oh, so they're taking care of everything and kind of clearing up the way for us, so we don't have to worry about running into any of the approaching danger or the current things happening down below. We can kind of just weave ourselves on through and make our way to the All Link, because again, we do know they're trying to get to the All Link as well, because that's where Shura will be, that's where Ziggy will be. The All Link is where everyone will meet up, and we will have our different fights, we will have our break-offs, and things are going to get serious. I'm hoping to see a little bit of what everybody's training turns into, not a full complete burst of all these crazy moves and powers, or this Zenkai boost that makes no sense for a 7-day training period. But again, as I said, we have not been fully introduced or told how ether in itself in a certain individual is expanded, how training helps you develop that, how what you do increases the capacity or potency of your abilities. So it is what it is, and that's kind of where the chapter closes off, guys. So I don't know how y'all feel about this, but how I feel overall, this chapter was still like, everything is a setup. I don't feel like anything is currently off limits, but there's still a lot of stuff still untold to us, like learning more about justice. Maybe at one point in time, the secretary and Shura may have been betrothed, or there's something there, because he was hell-bent on telling that man, like, no, she is my secretary. Don't worry about stuff that's of unimportance to you. Like, stay in your place. So who knows, guys? But like always, I thank you for watching. If you have watched, if you've made it this far, like the video, subscribe, comment, share, and I'll catch y'all for chapter 140. And as always, y'all be easy and be blessed. Peace.